And do you think in retrospect that she should have tried to differentiate all the wins that your administration had?
She wouldn't have changed the successes we've had, not opposed to that we wouldn't change anything at all. She has to be her own person, and she was. She was.
You gotta be stupid to believe that somebody asked me a question, Brandon, is there anything that you would change about your business successes? No, of course not. I was successful. Why would I change anything? Why would I change from success to failure? Of course, everything that I did that was successful, I wouldn't change. They gave her a softball pitch and she fumbled it. Listen, y'all, the American dream is under attack. Hardworking patriots like you are being crushed under debt. Credit card debt, student loans, even medical bills. I've been there, trust me. Years ago, I racked up a ton of debt trying to keep the lights on. High interest rates kept me trapped, and it felt like there was no way out of it. I wish that PDS debt was around back then. I'd have been all good. But y'all have an opportunity right now to take advantage of it. But here we are now. And this might be exactly what you need to help yourself get out of debt. PDS debt goes beyond just the numbers. They look at your unique financial situation and help build a customizable plan that actually works. No minimum credit score needed, just real help from real people who want you to win. They're A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau, and they have hundreds of 5-star reviews, and they've helped tens of thousands of people get out of debt faster, saving more money and taking back control. Whether it's credit card debt, personal loans, collections, or medical bills, PDS Debt can help you. Stop living in debt. Get your free assessment right now at pdsdebt.com/Tatum. That's pdsdebt.com/Tatum. And you're just 30 seconds away from starting a new journey and becoming financially free. Joe Biden, y'all remember that dead man? I don't know how that fool's still running around doing interviews, bro. You already went out like a coward. You probably should just save face and shut up and don't say nothing else. But he decided to go on The View. And this is what he said on The View. Roll the clip.
When you announced that you wouldn't be seeking re-election, only 28% of the country thought that the country was on the right track. Now, you are understandably very proud of many achievements in your administration, but do you take any responsibility for not hearing the concerns of voters on the border security or cost of living sooner? And do you take any responsibility for Trump's re-election?
Yes, I do, because, look, I was in charge, and he won, so... I take responsibility, number one. But number two, you remember we put together a commission leading with one of the most conservative members of the United States Senate from Oklahoma running it. We came up with a significant means by which we could deal with the border. What did Trump do? He got on the telephone and he called Republicans, do not support it. It's legal, it'll work, it'll make Biden look good, don't do it. And they backed off.
Because when the vice president was here,
I got to address every lie that he tell, and it's not a lie because it's just not a long clip. But that's a lie, because even if that was true, why did you not do something about the border when you first got in office? You wait till your 4th year in office and claim that you're trying to do something, and then Trump called people. No. What about the 1st year, 2nd year, 3rd year? You did absolutely nothing. And then when they interviewed you, what did you say? There is no crisis at the border. It's all made up. Make your mind up, bro. It's a crisis or it's not. You were going to do something or you weren't. Quit lying.
I asked her if she would have done something differently than your administration over the past 4 years. And because of all the successes that your administration had, I think her response was, there is not a thing that comes to mind. Now, that answer was weaponized against her. And there has been some reporting that you encouraged her for there to be no daylight between the two of you. First, is that true? And do you think in retrospect that she should have tried to differentiate all the wins that your administration had?
Well, look, first of all, I did not advise her to say that, number one. Like I said, I was vice president. I understand the role, number one. Number two, I think she was talking about wouldn't have changed the successes we've had, not opposed to that we wouldn't change anything at all. She has to be her own person, and she was. She was. And so I think that was used in a way that is contrary to what she meant by when she said that.
But then election night came.
Hold on. I got to stop him on this, because I wish we had the clip prepped and ready to do it, because I almost want to play the clip that she said back in the day when she asked Kamala Harris, would you change anything? Clearly, she's not saying. Think about this for a minute. Why would Kamala Harris, or why would Sonny Hostin ask Kamala Harris, would you change any great thing that happened? That's not a question. Nobody's asking you, would you change great things? She's saying, is there something, a part of the administration that you would change? Clearly, things that he didn't do right that you would do right. You got to be stupid to believe that somebody asked me a question, Brandon, is there anything that you would change about your business successes? No, of course not. I was successful. Why would I change anything? Why would I change from success to failure? Of course, everything that I did that was successful, I wouldn't change. Somebody asks you, Brandon, would you change anything in business? Like, or you have any regrets? Is there anything that you would like to do that you didn't get a chance to do? Is there anything that Joe Biden did that you disagree with that you will make better? They gave her a softball pitch and she fumbled it. All right, play the clip. Do we have the Kamala clip ready to go? Yeah. Play it. Listen, this is what she said.
Well, if anything, would you have done something differently than President Biden during the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to mind in terms of, and I've been a part of most of the decisions that have had impact.
She said, I've been a part of most of the decisions that have impact. Would you have done anything that he's done over the last 4 years? Would you change anything? She said no. The American people listened. They heard her say no. That means the economy, there's nothing she would have done differently. That means with the border, there's absolutely nothing she would have done differently. That means pulling out of Afghanistan, there's nothing she would have done any differently. I mean, you go down the list of things that he did not do properly. She said in front of the world, there's nothing she would have done differently. Nothing comes to mind. But the American people, there's a lot that came to their mind that they wish he'd have done differently. But you have nothing. Come on, play old man. Play old man. Put him on there, play him, roll it.
And it was like 2016 all over again. Yeah. So why do you think the vice president lost, and were you surprised?
I wasn't surprised, not because I didn't think the vice president was the most qualified person to be president. She is. She's qualified to be president of the United States of America. Right. But I was surprised. I wasn't surprised because they went the route of the sexist route, the whole route. I mean, this is a woman, she's this, she's that. I mean, it really, I've never seen quite as successful and a consistent campaign undercutting the notion that a woman couldn't lead the country and a woman of mixed race. Yeah. And they played that to a fairly well. In addition to that, one of the things happened, if you notice.
Hold on, stop. I think he did a Freudian slip. He said they played the sexist thing. He really meant that, in my opinion, Kamala Harris played the sexist thing. She made it about her being a woman. She made it about a sexist thing. And that's why people rejected it. It wasn't that the Republicans made it about it. They were the first woman. That's why they lost. Roll the clip.
I'm going to be shorter, okay? I promise. Okay. She said, don't be Joe Biden, be short.
I said that to him.
Anyway, make a long story short, all kidding aside, think about it. Liberal democracies all across America, all across the world lost last time out. All across America. I think we underestimate the phenomenal negative impact that COVID had and the pandemic had on people, on attitudes, on optimism, on a whole range of things. So I was very disappointed, but I wasn't surprised. The only thing that surprised me is the excess to which they've gone in some of the attacks they've made.
Yeah. Well, when was the last time you spoke with the vice president, and has she talked to you about what she wants to do next? Sought any advice? Maybe governor?
Yesterday, I talk to her frequently. We stay in touch, number one. Number two, she's sought my opinion. I'm not going to tell you what it is.
What to wear to the Met Gala.
That's exactly right. No, but all kidding aside, she's got a difficult decision to make about what she's going to do. I hope she stays fully engaged. I think she's first rate. But we have a lot of really good candidates as well. So I'm optimistic. I'm not pessimistic. Good.
Well, Mr. President, you had previously said that you thought that you would have won. Since then, Donald Trump won all the battleground states and made inroads with almost every major demographic, from working class voters to Hispanic men to black men. Knowing what you know now, do you think you would have beat him?
Yeah, he's still got 7 million fewer votes.
Yes.
A lot of people didn't show up, number one. Number two, they're very close in those toss-up states. it was it wasn't a slam dunk. And look, every time I've been on the show, which I've been fortunate to be on more than once. Thanks for having me. Is that we talk? You guys don't focus on as much, and I think it's good on polling numbers. But let me put it this way: he's had the worst 100 days any president's ever had.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
Because they're clapping. They're clapping.
And I would not say honesty's been a strong point.
All right, there's another clip that has been going viral about this. I think it was when they had asked him about his doctor. I thought I shared that. They had asked him about his doctor, and he goes on to spend a crazy amount of time stuttering about it, and then he diverted to his wife, who was to his right on the panel as well. I don't know if that was an old one or that's this one. I saw it on the internet yesterday. Maybe we'll put it up in post-production if we have it.
Mr. President, since you left office, there have been a number of books that have come out, deeply sourced from Democratic sources, that claim in your final year there was a dramatic decline in your cognitive abilities. In the final year of your presidency, what is your response to these allegations, or are these sources wrong?
They are wrong. There's nothing to sustain that. Number one. Number two, think of what we were left with. We were left with a circumstance where we had an insurrection when I started. Not since the Civil War. We had a circumstance where we were in a position that the pandemic, because of the incompetence of the last outfit, end up over 1 million people dying. 1 million people dying. And we're also in a situation where we found ourselves unable to deal with a lot of just basic issues, and which I won't go into in the interest of time. And so we went to work, and we got it done. And one of the things that and
Alyssa, one of the things I think is that the people who wrote those books were not in the White House with us, and they didn't see how hard Joe worked every single day. I mean, he'd get up, he'd put in a full day, and then at night I'd be in bed, reading my book, and he was still on the phone reading his briefings, working with staff. I mean, it was nonstop. It's the White House. Being president is not like a job. It's a lifestyle. It's a life that you live. You live it 24 hours a day. That phone can ring at 11 o'clock at night or 2 in the morning. It's constant. You never leave it. And Joe worked really hard. I think he was a great president. And if you look at things today, give me Joe Biden anytime.
That's worth the invitation to come to the show.
But I just wanted to put that out there. They say that Donald Trump had the worst 100 days as any president in history, and they clapped. That to me, that's the stupidest thing I ever seen anybody do. It's not a clap. It's like saying that we lost. It's just say Donald Trump was responsible for 1,500 people dying, and they clapped. That's what it is. If he had the worst 100 days, we had the worst 100 days. What does having the worst 100 days do? That means that people are struggling. That means people look, but they clapping. Yeah, Donald Trump didn't have the worst 100 days. I don't think he has. I think that he's doing the hard thing that nobody wants to do, and it takes time and it takes diligence, and it's not easy. I do not understand how somebody thinks that we have been status quo in this country for so long, and all of a sudden somebody wants to come in and fix and right the wrongs, that it's just going to be easy. I'm telling you, we were thinking about buying some products for Synergy, which is right down below me. Y'all better go to Synergy.com, SynergyLife.com, and get you some supplements. This stuff is good. Look at the reviews. I was nervous about putting the reviews on because I'm like, I don't know what people going to think. I tested it. I liked it. My family like it. We take it. Formulator is a genius. He know what's going on. But until people start taking it, you never know how people think. But look at the comments. We got them coming in. 5-star, 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 5-star. I think we had one person say she didn't like it, but that's just because they don't like the flavor. But they can't say the product doesn't work. There's one person, so we can't. I'm hoping that people will write a response in good faith, which I'm hoping that he will. Anybody that don't write in good faith or people that don't purchase can't write a review on the store because we don't want people randomly lying for us or against us. But if you made a purchase, we can't tell you how to make the comment. But if you make a comment, we post it up there. We try to be as transparent as possible. If people don't like it, they don't like the product. But 5-star, 5-star, 5-star. But we have decisions to make, and the tariffs are part of obstructing those decisions, right? We have some product that we want to get, and it's tariffed. And the thing is that some of these products that we want to get, they do not make in America, nowhere. And so we have to just not do it. Now, I will tell you this. A lot of people think, the tariffs are hurting Americans. No, they're also hurting these other countries that we are tariffing. Because what happens? I can't buy the stuff. It's too expensive. And I'm not going to pass that burden down to the people. It's too expensive. So it's not worth the squeeze. So what do we have to do? We're going to have to find a manufacturer in another place. Or we're going to have to try to find it in America. And if it's too expensive in America, we may have to use it and take less profit. That's just what it is. And I'm okay with that because I think Donald Trump going to turn this thing around. And then eventually we're going to have just what we need and we're going to be able to do fair trade around the whole world.